Hey guys, it's Bella and welcome back to my channel. It's July 1st, which means that it's officially Nanowrimo, and I am so excited. So forgive this intro because it's probably going to be a bit rambly, as that's how I get when I talk about writing. But for those of you who didn't know, I am writing a book. It is at its fairly beginning stages, and by that I mean it's at draft 0. So how I define it is it's kind of like a first rough draft, but it's too messy and not really cohesive enough to qualify for me. So Nanowrimo is a writing event where basically you try and see if you can write 50,000 words in a month, and you can track your progress through the Nanowrimo website. And I've done two Nanoramos before. One was last November and the other one was this April, and I failed both of them. I only got 23,000 in November and 11,000 in April. Now, I am proud of that 23,000 considering it was my first ever NaNoWriMo, and I honestly don't think that you have to meet anywhere near the 50,000 goal to feel accomplished. It's just kind of fun to see how close you can get. I am very excited for this month's NaNoWriMo because I want to do the best that I have ever done. I'm hoping I can get above 25,000 words. That's above the halfway point. And I just really hope I can do well on it. I have a lot of creative energy pent up because I haven't been writing consistently very often. Like throughout June, I really only wrote bits and pieces, and that's because I've been kind of in a writer's block situation because I screwed myself over when I originally started writing this book. So basically, I didn't do an outline, first of all. I didn't even know it was going to be a book when I started writing it. So I've been scrambling and trying to fit together all of these pieces and come up with a cohesive plot that actually makes sense. And when I first wrote it, I messed up a lot of the beginning stuff, and so that caused me to go back and basically rewrite the entire first half, and I had written around 100 pages when I went back and did my rewrite. I'm right now trying to write the in-between the rewrited part and the part I originally wrote, and I'm trying to figure out how they go together and how many scenes I need to add, and that's all in like Act 1 and 2. Act 1 and 2 kind of blend together, but Act 3, there's a significant point where they separate, and I have not written any of Act 3. So my goal for this NaNoWriMo is to completely finish Acts 1 and 2, and maybe, this is a little ambitious, but maybe start writing Act 3. I am planning on vlogging my experience, at least for week 1. I want to do more vlogs this month than just for week 1. I'm probably going to do a vlog every week, but I'm not sure if that's gonna work out. Honestly, these vlogs are also for me too, because I really want to document my experience writing my first book and be able to watch it later and see how much I've grown and changed in my writing process. And I just think it would be really fun to share my writing process with YouTube and see if it inspires anyone else. I've been watching writing vlogs all morning, so I am really excited to start doing this, and I'm honestly feeling really inspired. I've been excited for the past week or so to start this NaNoWriMo, and I just think it's going to go really well. Since I have been rewriting and trying to merge a lot of stuff, I've been deleting a lot from the document, so it's really frustrating because I can't really see my growth through my word count, which is why I think that NaNoWriMo will be really good, because I can completely track all of the words I've written and just not look at the document word count, because then I'll start getting frustrated and feel like I'm not making any progress. I have a lot of things I have to do today besides writing. I have to edit my June reading wrap-up video so that I can put it out tomorrow, so I can get it out as soon as possible since July has already started. I also have to film my review for Lady Midnight for my Dark Artifices reading vlog, so I have a lot of editing and filming of other things I have to do and just general life stuff, but I'm hoping that I can start this month off strong and get a lot of words done today. So I did some calculations, and I would have to write around 1,600 words a day to get to my 50,000 goal, and that's probably not gonna happen, but I can always try. So honestly, my goal for NaNoWriMo is just to write every day, write more consistently, and get out of this writer's block that I've been in for a while. So I made my goal officially on NaNoWriMo. 50,000 words, Camp NaNoWriMo, July. Yes, it is just called fantasy book. I have no idea what I'm going to call this thing. I've been writing it for around 2 years now, and like on and off, not consistently, but still, I feel like I should have a title by now, but I have no idea how to even go about making a title for this. So yes, I'm just gonna be calling it fantasy book on everything for now. Okay, so it's 2:35 and I got some pink lemonade and I'm sitting down to officially start writing because I filmed everything that I needed to for today. And I thought I'd give a little bit better of a description of what my book is about. So it is a young adult fantasy with hints of horror in it, and it just has a lot of like supernatural stuff, a little bit of magic, and you know, that kind of thing. So I'm just gonna sit down and try and write for a while, and we'll see how it goes. So I made myself some popcorn and I'm listening to my writing playlist because I started to get really tired since I didn't get much sleep last night, but I'm more awake now and I'm excited to keep going. Okay, so I'm currently in my bed writing, and I moved off the main document because I have a separate document where I write down the smaller snippets from the book and stuff that won't fit into where I'm currently writing on the main document, because I just get these like flashes of ideas or inspiration that don't fit in chronologically, and I need somewhere to write them down before I forget them. And I have to tell myself that it's okay to do that, because a lot of times I feel like I'm not making progress if I'm not writing in chronological order, even though that's not necessarily the case. Alright, so it's a lot later in the day. It's around 10:30, and I wanted to try and do some 20-minute writing sprints because some people in the writing vlogs that I was watching did those, and it seemed to work well when you're trying to get a lot of writing done in a short amount of time, because I want to get some writing done and then I have to edit a video before tomorrow, so I don't have a lot of time to write before I have to edit the video. So we'll see how the sprints go. So I finished my first writing sprint and it went pretty well. I got 505 words, and I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to do one more writing sprint before I call it a day. Right now, I'm around 1,300 words, so I'm hoping to get a little bit closer to that 1,600 word goal for today. Alright, so I finished my second sprint and I officially passed my goal of 1,600 words. I got over 1,700 words today, which is really good, and I'm very proud of myself for that. I wrote a really cute but sad scene between two of the main characters, and I'm just in my feelings right now. I actually teared up while writing it, so I just feel good about the progress I've made, and I'm glad that I'm able to get back into the story now. It is July 2nd, it is very late, and I have barely written anything today. I was out pretty much all day, and I'm starting a readathon later, so I'm just gonna get in some quick writing before I start, but I think that today's word count is only gonna be a couple hundred pages more. Okay, update. I am almost at 2,000 words for my total word count for Nanowrimo, and as you can tell, I have completely gone off track and I have barely written anything on day 2, so I'm gonna have to make that up in later days, but I can't make it up tomorrow since I am doing a readathon. My strong start has come to an end. Hey guys, it is July 3rd and I'm about to sit down and do some writing. I didn't get any writing done today because I am doing a readathon with Ellie, so I obviously didn't really have time to write, and I will be posting that readathon vlog actually before you guys see this video, so I'll probably put a little card here somewhere on the screen of that video. I just want to get some writing done before it officially turns midnight, but I'm probably also going to read some more tonight too. Okay, so I'm going to start a 20-minute writing sprint since I really liked doing that a couple days ago, and I thought that it was a good way to write stuff quickly because I do need to get back to reading soon. I'm probably just going to do one 20-minute writing sprint and just see how many words I can get done, and that will be my word count for today. Okay, so the sprint is over and I ended up writing about 620 words, which I am really happy with. And the scene I was writing was supposed to be kind of a more lighthearted scene, but it ended up getting more emotional and there was a lot of character growth in it. So I don't know if I'm going to keep it that way or if I'm going to spread out that character growth a little bit more, because going back and reading it again, I might decide that it's too soon for this to happen, but we'll see. It was just really nice writing it since I've been waiting to do this for a while. My total word count for Nanowrimo is now at 2,585, and I'm still behind obviously, but I'm planning on making that up in the next couple of days, and I am happy with how much I wrote considering how busy I was today and yesterday. Hey guys, it is July 4th. Wow, I can't believe it's July 4th. Happy July 4th, everyone. And I am planning on getting more writing done today because I have more time on my hands today, and I already edited some of the scene that I wrote last night since, you know, when you write scenes late at night, sometimes you think they're amazing and then you look back and they're just bad, which actually wasn't the case with this scene. I'm still really happy with it. Okay, so I went on a run and I ended up listening to music and brainstorming a lot on that run, and I made a decision. So I think that I've bridged the gap enough in the area that I'm currently working on, and I just need to move on and stop working on that area because I am so stuck. And I was kind of thinking about all the things that I still need to write. And keep in mind, my word count is almost 70,000 right now, which, you know, could be a full-length novel. And yet I have not written any of Act 3, which is really bad. It means I need to cut out a lot from what I currently have, and that's going to be a very long process, and I just need to move on and get more unstuck. So I think I'm going to, later today, after I eat and do some other things, I'm going to go all the way to the very end of the document and for the first time in like a year, actually start working at the bottom of the document and writing completely new stuff and writing stuff that I've never delved into before. I'm excited but also extremely nervous. Okay guys, so today is the first time today where I will actually have time to sit down and write. I will have about 25 to 30 minutes to just write as much as I can and try and make some progress before tonight. I have done a lot today. I was actually repotting some of my plants, which was really fun, and I have to make pancakes for dinner in a little bit, but I'm just going to try and get as much as I can done before that. I'm probably going to do a quick outline of the third act before I go into it. I pretty much know what's going to happen in my head, but I just feel like I should write it all down so that I don't go through the mess that I just went through with the first and second acts. Okay, so it is July 5th, and I just finished my very, very rough outline for Act 3 of my book, and I have reached 3,094 words for Nanowrimo, and I'm still pretty behind, but not behind enough where I don't feel like I'll be able to catch up later in the month. And I am feeling good about this outline, even though it's pretty rough. It's making me excited for what's to come and a little emotional, honestly, thinking about finishing draft 0. Keep in mind, I have been working on this one draft of my book for a little over 2 years now, and even though I have been working on it very on and off, not making a lot of fast progress, and I basically rewrote half of it, it still is draft 0. And the thought of finishing it is kind of a huge accomplishment for me. So I am very excited to keep going, and I'll update you later, probably not later today, even though I'm definitely going to write more tonight after I take a shower. But I'll update you tomorrow, letting you know how much I wrote. Okay, so it is still July 5th, but I wanted to show you some stats for Nanowrimo that they show you and just talk about how I'm doing. So as you can see, I met my word goal target on July 1st, and then it's just gone downhill from there. So I'm gonna have to make up a lot of progress if I want to keep on track with this little line chart thingy they provide. I actually haven't tried changing the chart. Let me see what happens. Oh, that's cool. I kind of like that better. Then you can see easier like how close I was with each day. Oh. Yeah, and then you can see the goal and how much I increased each day. So, as you can see, I'm about 5,000 words behind, but it's fine. Everything is going great. If I want to embarrass myself a little further, we'll just scroll down. And On average, you write 618 words per day. At this rate, you'll be done at September 19th. That is embarrassing. But I'm hoping that I can write a lot more this week because I have been very busy the past couple days. So let's hope that the next time I show you this chart, I don't just completely embarrass myself. Also, I know I said I wouldn't be tracking my word count for the actual document, but I have realized that I will pretty much just be making progress in the actual document. I've gotten past the stage of deleting things, so I am going to keep track of it now. So only about 5 days into NaNoWriMo, when I've only written around 3,000 words, and some of those words aren't even on this document, this is my word count, around 6,800. So we'll see how much it goes up. Okay, so it is July 6th and some stuff has happened. You know how I said I'm gonna move on from Act 2 and just go straight into Act 3 so things can move a bit more smoothly and I'm not blocked anymore. Well, I decided screw it. I'm gonna keep working on Act 2 because apparently my mind, as soon as it decides to move on from something, gets 10 billion ideas of what I could do for that thing. Because as soon as I decided that I was going to move on from Act 2, I immediately got all these ideas on how I could bridge Act 2 and Act 3, and all of these things that I could add to the end of Act 2. And I want to do it. I want to add them. So I'm going to, and it's going pretty well so far. I haven't encountered any blocks in the road yet, which has been the first time that that's happened in a while. So I'm very glad of that. But apparently I can't make plans and stick to them. That's what we've learned from today. Hello, so today is July 7th and I'm feeling very good. I wrote so far about 700 words today, and I'm trying to meet the goal of 1,835 words because that's how much I would have to write every day to catch up with NaNoWriMo. Again, I don't think I'm going to be able to write that much every day, but might as well make it a goal for today, right? So basically, I have written a lot of minor scenes sporadically around the book that I need to add because, again, going off track of what I said I was going to do originally, but whatever. And I've also been character profiling, so coming up with middle and last names for characters that didn't have those, coming up with birthdays, that kind of thing. So I'm planning on getting some more writing done in the scene that I was working on yesterday, and then working on some more character profiling. As I'm doing this character profiling, I'm realizing that there are some characters that I basically know their whole life story, and then there's some characters where I know nothing about them. So I really need to change that, and obviously little details like someone's middle name or birthday or, you know, their early childhood might not come up. There is a car driving by and it's very loud. They're doing construction, so sorry if you hear that noise. But anyway, details like that might not come up. It's still important for me to know though, just so I can get a more fleshed out look at the character. And I actually wrote very small, like sometimes a few sentences to a paragraph scenes for my sequels for this book because, cross my fingers, if this book gets published, it will be a trilogy. So I do have a lot of ideas for the future books that I just like to write down before I forget them, because even though they might get changed drastically and I'm probably not going to be able to work on them for a very long time, it's still nice to know that they're there if I need them. and also it helps me get a more fleshed out look at the trilogy as a whole. So I still have a lot to write today, but I don't have anything planned today, so I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to spend this day writing pretty much all day and see how much I can get done. So even if I don't hit that 1,800 word goal, I still want to definitely get to 5K today. I'm so close to 5K, and if I can get past 5K, I will be happy. Woo! Also, I got my little badge for 5K, which makes me very happy. But now I have to wait all the way till 10K to get another badge. Great. Hey guys, it's Sunday night, which means today is the last day of this vlog. I'm actually just about to do my last bout of writing for the day, and I will put right here in editing how many words I got to by the end of this vlog. Hopefully it's a good number. But I feel okay about this week. I started out pretty productive, and then it went downhill because I got really busy, and I'm going to be very busy for the rest of the summer. Hopefully I can still write a lot, but it's probably going to be more of a struggle. I actually have something exciting. So I was thinking during this whole week, and I was trying to come up with like a secret name, you know, that I could call my book, that like only I would know what it means, but no one else would, and it would just be kind of a filler name until I thought of a real title, and I actually came up with it. No one knows this. No one knows what the acronym stands for, but I will tell you guys what the acronym is, and that is MW. So when I talk about some other projects that I'm working on later on, this will be Project MW, and that is my filler name until I get a title for it. It felt really weird calling it something other than my book because, you know, this has been such an important part of my life for 2 years, so it felt wrong calling it something that didn't fully encompass everything that it meant to me. But I do like the name I settled on, and I even came up with little like codenames for the sequels and stuff. So I just thought it was really exciting since I've been calling it like, first I called it my story because it was just a story, it wasn't actually a book, and then I just called it fantasy book for like a year, so it's exciting to me. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I will be coming out with Nanowrimo writing vlogs for every week this month. I'm hoping to post them on Mondays, but I know of a few Mondays in the month that I probably won't be able to post on, so I'll just post it on the Tuesday or later that week. If you like this kind of content, writing or reading, make sure to subscribe and please leave a like on this video and turn on your post notifications. Bye!